They told me the status of my test results, that my doctor does have them. Hello. Welcome to the 12-week update. Can't believe I'm 12 weeks along with little Rainbow Bub. I'm kind of at that stage where I'm forgetting that I'm pregnant because a lot of those early first trimester symptoms are totally gone, minus the insomnia. If it weren't for the insomnia, I would totally just not even feel pregnant at all. And maybe a few cravings here and there. But yeah, insomnia has been super fun. And I say that in the most sarcastic way possible. It's like 2 a.m., 3 a.m. I don't mind so much if it's after 4:30 a.m. Today was 5:30 a.m., so that wasn't so bad. But it's like I'll have 3 or 4 nights of just tossing and turning the whole time. Don't get any restful sleep. I still wake up super early anyway, and then during the day, because the sun is out, I can't nap or sleep or anything. So I'm spending my whole day feeling zombified and irritable. But then at the end of that little 3 or 4 day period, I finally do sleep through the night and then feel a little bit more rested. So that was last night. Feeling a bit more rested today, feeling okay mood-wise. So we're gonna vlog today. First things first, I do not have my non-invasive prenatal testing results back yet. It's been 13 days since the blood draw, and it takes 2 days because the sample has to go to Texas. So they received it 2 days later on the 24th of February. So it's been 11 days since they got it in their lab, and it says it can take up to 14 days. I'm not being the most patient, gotta admit, because Kaia's came back in 5 days. This is not torture, but I'm at the point where I don't care anymore about the gender. I just want to know if there's any chromosomal abnormalities. You know what I mean? I just want to know that this baby's healthy. So just anxiously waiting on those and kind of hoping those will come back at some point today, but we'll see. It is Monday, so I'm hoping, and maybe they just weren't working on the weekends and today they'll release the results to me. So fingers crossed. As far as any other pregnancy related update, my maternal fetal medicine specialist called me on Friday and we scheduled my NT scan. This is a specialty scan that looks at the thickness of the neck on the fetus, and that's also a way that you can tell whether or not there's any like defects or chromosomal abnormalities or any sort of trisomies that might not be compatible with life. So that has been scheduled for 2 days before my birthday, so March 22nd. So what's today? I don't even know what today is, but not too far out. But My next scan is actually the 21st, so I'll be going and doing second trimester blood work on the 21st, just before the NT scan. And it's been a couple of weeks since my last ultrasound, so a couple more weeks until my next one. It's just, I don't know, I kind of wish I had another one in there just to check on baby and make sure everything's okay, because I'm at that point where I think I'm feeling things moving around down there, but I'm not exactly sure. I did start feeling Kaia at 12 weeks. It was like a little like fluttering, almost like butterfly wings feeling, closer to 13 weeks. So I'm hoping that what I'm feeling down there is baby moving and not my imagination. But yeah, that's kind of the whole update on everything pregnancy related. Life related, over the weekend I did receive an adoption application for one of my fosters. If you didn't know, two of our cats are fosters, and we've actually had them from right before the pandemic started, and then everything shut down. Like, you couldn't go to PetSmart and do like adoption events or anything, so they've been with us since the end of 2019. And when you're a rescuer, you pretty much commit to a foster animal until they find a home. And that can sometimes, I've had it be up to 3 years for some fosters, because, you know, people want kittens, they want the little fluffy white one, they don't want the black and white one, they don't want the black one because they're superstitious, you know, things like that. Calicos can tend to have like catitudes, which that's the one that actually did get the application, was our calico, Magnolia. Magnolia, come here. Hi, pretty girl. Oh, everybody wants attention. Anyway, Magnolia got the application over the weekend and it looked great. I have very strict rules about how I want questions answered in an application, because I want to make sure that these animals are going to a good home. You know, one that's not going to abuse them or do anything that, you know, will put them in harm's way. I also have this policy that it doesn't matter how long it's been. It could be a few years. If somebody can't keep the cat, then call me and I'll take them back into foster care. Those are my rules. I've had maybe 3 fosters out of hundreds that actually came back into my care, one of them after 3.5 years. And yeah, I always find them a new home, and sometimes it takes a while and sometimes it's, you know, right away. So I'm going to be taking Magnolia over to Rancho Cucamonga at Kameron's office today. I'm going to be taking her because the person that wants to adopt her, potentially wants to adopt her, lives over in San Bernardino, which is definitely a lot closer to Rancho than Los Angeles. So we're gonna take her over there, spend the day over there, and then after work we're gonna go do a meet and greet at their home and see if Magnolia is a right fit for them, because like I said, she is, you know, she's a calico. They tend to have not the most outgoing personalities. They tend to be a bit more timid. Sometimes they can have a bit of an attitude. She's just pretty timid. I'm not sure why. It's just in her nature, because I've had her since she was a kitten, and you know, our home is just full of lots of loving cats, but she's just sort of like, no, I don't really want to be picked up, no, I don't really want to sit on your lap, that kind of thing. So she's more of a just look at me and pet me and feed me kind of cat, and it depends on what somebody's needs are. If they want a cat that's more of a lap cat, then it's not going to work out. I did have all that, you know, behavioral information in her adopted pet profile, so hopefully they read that and aren't just looking at the pretty pictures of her. I actually have a while, about an hour, until Kameron wakes up, and he does stay up later than me, like, you know, just organizing files and everything, so I'm gonna let him sleep in. But I think with this time, I'll go ahead and show you guys this little book that I made of all the cats that I rescued. Obviously, this isn't every single one because I did make this book a little bit before I kept rescuing. So this is just, you know, Lives Saved, Volume 1. I probably have enough now for a Volume 2, but this is my little book filled with images. I took all the pictures in here. It was so fun. Oh my gosh. One of my favorite things in the world was taking these beautiful photos of these cats. I loved getting the little colored blankets from Rite Aid. This one actually lives with my mom, Papaya. He's a little orange one. Flew him up to Washington because they wanted some companions. And this one also lives with my mom as well, Monroe. Let's see if you recognize anyone. Freckles, maybe? She's ours. She's our forever foster. They call that a foster fail. When you're fostering a cat, but you love them so much that they just have to be part of your family. They call it foster failing. So here's some of them. I would go through like different stages of, oh, I really like backlight on them. Let's light up the back of their fur with a light. It's so stupid. Oh my gosh, but they're so sweet. I would also go through like stages of, I want to use this snowflake blanket, and then it would be like, oh, it's spring, I'm gonna use this little turquoise blanket. And yeah, I loved the turquoise, apparently, or aquamarine, whatever color you'd call that. Of course, we got into green, yellow, purple, and pink. Beautiful little kitties. All of these, the tiny ones, they were all bottle babies. So a lot of times I got them when they were, you know, a couple days old, stuff like that. Then we did have some adult ones. This was one of my first fosters, and he got adopted his first day out because he was like, look at him. So regal. Fabrizio. I gotta tell you, that was the hardest part. Figuring out names for all of these cats. It was hard. It was a hard... Listen, oh yeah. Miss Audrey Hepburn. Gorgeous cats. Yeah. I think we're getting close to the end here, so I won't torture you with more pictures of cats, but this was one of my last litters that I rescued. They were outside. They all had severe eye infections, severely malnourished, just like little bags of bones. And the mothers were feral, so I trapped their mothers, got them fixed, and then I helped these kittens get healthy and put on weight. And then they actually went to another rescue because at that point I was like, I can't take in anymore, but I will get them healthy so they can go on to another rescue. So that was one of my last litters of really tiny kittens that were sick. Oh, Frankie. See, I loved this old man right here, Frankie. He was kind of a hard case. He was 10 years old, dumped at the shelter with 10 other cats, clearly came from either like a hoarding situation or an abuse situation, and he had a lot of behavioral issues, would attack me, stuff like that. I had to teach him over the course of 2 years how to be like okay in trusting humans. And he's a senior cat, and I had to get all of his teeth removed. I mean, this is not cheap. It's expensive stuff. And then you turn around and you adopt them out for, you know, $150, you know, because who's gonna adopt a cat who's had thousands of dollars of vet bills and be like, can you cover this? You know what I mean? But he holds Such a good spot in my heart. I used to call him Cranky Frankie. He's my little Cranky Frankie. And I cried the day he finally got adopted because there was this older woman who was like, you know what, you're a senior who's misunderstood. I'm a senior who's misunderstood. Come live with me. And I cried because he finally got his forever home. And the last one was Marley. There has been probably 30 since the end of this book. I don't know if I would make a whole book. Maybe I'll put some extra pages in here, get them printed, and just like stick them in here or something. I don't know. But yeah, that's lives saved since 2014. And all of these cats came from bad situations, either high kill shelters. Some of them were found in dumpsters. Some were found under bridges with, amongst trash. It felt like for a while it was my life mission to rehabilitate these animals and get them healthy and get them a place that they deserved to be in. I don't personally see myself rescuing and rehabilitating the real sick animals anymore. It's a lot of hard work. It's a lot of heartache. And if I'm gonna have children, that's gonna be a lot on my plate. I do see myself eventually opening up a cat cafe. That's like my ultimate dream. Can you imagine just like, hey, it's my job to go to this cafe and people get coffee and they just hang out with cats. Like, that sounds amazing. That sounds like the best job ever. I'm not sure where or when I'm gonna do that, but I do want that to be part of my life. I want that to be part of my journey, to open up a cat cafe. And then I have so many rescues that are friends of mine that I could just, have them bring their cats from foster care and they can just sort of live in the cat cafe. And then, there'd be potential for people to adopt them after they visit them in the cat cafe. You know what I mean? So another way to get animals to safety and to their forever homes, while also, having a really awesome, fun job. All right, that's enough me gushing over cats. I think it's time to start getting ready, and gotta get all the kennel that we're gonna set Magnolia up with at the office, and little litter box and food and stuff. I gotta get that all packed up and ready to go this morning. Okay. Hey, you guys aren't going. Come on. Out of there. Come on. Come on. Oh, Magnolia, it's okay.
It's been a long time since she had been put in a cage.
Yeah, really long time. She's probably like, what the fuck is happening right now? Thing. You're okay, sweetie. I know, honey. It's okay. Was she one of them that used to get car sick on the way to adoption events? No? Okay. Thank God. Yeah, let's bring all this stuff in and then find a spot to set her up at. See, you're okay. You can go back in your carrier. No, you can't come out here though. You're okay. Okay. Now that Magnolia's all situated, I'm gonna go find us something to eat. Whew, it's chilly over here. This is why I can't wait to move. I mean, just look at this bus stop. It's so different from LA bus stops. Look how clean. There isn't even gum on the sidewalk. The trash can looks clean. Wow. No bodily fluids anywhere. Speaking of moving, we're actually thinking of getting an apartment maybe in June or July, and then having both apartments. So when it comes time for me to do all that extra testing and everything in the last 2 months of my pregnancy, we'll just stay at the one that we have right now, but then like live in the new one over here. Okay, so maybe the entrance of this place is over here.
She made a list for us. Yes, right.
I made Kameron pick me up so I don't have to walk in the treacherous wind anymore.
How could they do this?
Okay, so little update. I contacted Natera directly because it's been 2 weeks since my blood draw, and they told me the status of my test results, that my doctor does have them, but that releasing it to my Natera portal could take an additional 1 to 10 days. Now I'm gonna assume, you know, the whole no news is good news thing, because I'm pretty sure if anything was high risk, my doctor would have called me. So I'm gonna just assume that everything's low risk. So that's good. I did email my doctor, gonna see if he can get those results released to me sooner so I can know the gender. At this point, I'm just like, just tell me. We'll see though. We'll see what happens as the day unfolds. Been napping on this little bench in the kitchen / lunchroom. My doctor's office called me. They don't have access to the results at the Beverly Hills office, apparently. So tomorrow she's gonna be at the downtown Los Angeles office, and she said that I can call her tomorrow and then we can arrange for the results to be emailed me. So yeah, so that's the update on that. I think I'm just gonna try to nap so I have some energy for the meet and greet for Magnolia tonight. Just hanging out in the car with Magnolia, trying to get her. She's a lot more chilled out now. So hopefully by the time we get to the potential adopter's home, she'll be a little bit more relaxed, and we're just waiting on Dad to finish up work and so we can head over, aren't we? So Magnolia's meet and greet went really well, and we're gonna start a trial adoption on Friday. So, because they want to be home for the weekend to get to know her better, but they really liked her, and they were such really, really sweet people. So I'm very satisfied that these would be a good fit for her. And start a week-long trial adoption, and if they decide to keep her, then they keep her. Kind of feels bad though.
Still have her for a week.
Yeah, we still have her for a few more days. Well, I'm gonna call it a night and close out this vlog, and hopefully tomorrow I'll be getting some results on that NIPT and be able to do another video. So, bye.